The colonialism we have in Africa today, it is no longer about guns and chains, but it is about the minds of Africans. And the colonialists we have in the continent today, they're not whites, they're not browns, they're not yellow, but they're blacks, Africans. They wear a suit. We call each other brothers. We call each other families. Call each other neighbors. We call each other, hey, brother, hey. And this is type of colonialism that is worse than the one we had 60 plus years ago. Because you never see it coming. You never see it coming. And that's why I think that's the reason why Africa is still remain where it was 60 plus years ago, because we don't have the urge to fight. We don't have the urge to see the change. We are satisfied with the environment we're in, right? We think we are safe, but in reality, we are not safe. Why? Because our minds are still colonized. Our forefathers did a great job to fight for independence of our continent. But you know what? One thing they left behind, and that was the minds of Africans. Education is what can change and transform the minds of our people, and to start think different, to start aiming different, to start acting different, to start seeing different, and eventually seeing the change that Africa needs. How can we decolonize our mind? How can we transform our minds? How can we renew our mind and start acting, behaving like the one God created us to be, Africans? It is only by acquiring knowledge. Knowledge, it is very important for the liberation of the mind. My mission is to decolonize the mind through authentic knowledge, and I've had an opportunity to write this book, A Free Mind Builds a Free Future, Freedom of Thought, and Africa's Path to Transformation. African path to transformation. You see this path? There's a path to transformation. And I wrote in this book, and it starts with your mind. Let me tell you this. Everything is possible. When I was in Rwanda, I realized that Rwanda is the land of possibilities, and I realized that everything is possible as long as you believe, as long as you trust in the Lord, and as long as you decide in your mind to change, to be transformed, and to start walking the talk. This book is dear to my heart, look, guys. I'm here back to remind you again. It is your time to pre-order. It is your time to pre-order. It is your time to pre-order. And I hope Africa is listening. And I hope Africa is paying attention to what I'm saying right now. Because I wish I can tell you everything that I wrote in this book, but I cannot. Let me just share with you one quote that I posted today on my social media, Instagram. Say this: when voices are silenced, problems remain hidden. But when people speak with courage, societies gain the opportunity to improve. This is basically what I'm talking in the book as well. That, you know, in Africa, it is people are silenced. People are not allowed to practice their free thinking, free thoughts. If you think different from the rest of the group, you might be seen as a criminal. But you know what? That has to change. That must change. And this book is showing us the path to freedom is by every single one of us, when we acquire the freedom to think, the freedom to innovate, the freedom to speak out, the freedom to criticize, constructive criticism. That's when there will be a change in the continent. That's when nobody will be asleep. Will know that I have to do something because the people are watching and people are not satisfied. And because I'm here for the people, I got to work for the people. I got to listen to the people. I got to do what people want. A free mind builds a free future. And that is the greatest and the most valuable resources we have here in the continent, the minds of Africans. Africans are the most smartest people I've ever seen in this world. But you know what? Why we are not enjoying the fruits of our smartness, the fruits of our beautiful IQ, why we're not enjoying it? Because we're still confined in these little boxes. We're not allowed to think outside of the box and to do something outside of the normal norms that we see, normal culture we grew up in. No, there's always limit on doing something. But I'm telling you, Africa will all change and be transformed if Africans will be allowed to think freely, to speak and to build their future based on their imagination and what they know. So guys, here's the book, Acquire Knowledge. It is the time to decolonize the mind through authentic knowledge, and you do that by reading. And it's a time to focus on the informal education. Yeah, formal education is there, it's helping us somehow, but also we need to acquire informal education in order for us to really see the Africa that we want. I wish I can read for you, but guys, I'll read for you when you come for the launch. And for those who will be pre-ordering, please use this number and pre-order your book. And we'll speak. We'll speak, we'll sign the book, we'll take pictures, and we'll read the book together with everybody who will come in this gathering. Dates will be released very soon. And guys, I appreciate for the support, and for everybody who has been ordering already. You guys are blessed, and I cannot wait. So God bless you. See you in the next one.